Johnny Depp's private life isn't as secret as we thought it was, and what's been coming out lately has left fans totally shocked. You've probably heard about Johnny's story at least a little bit, right? The movies, the fame, the drama. It's been quite a ride. But behind all of that, the cameras, the fancy parties, the news stories, there's a quieter story. One that's touching, surprising, and honestly a little sad, too. And that's what we're talking about today. Because while everyone's been talking about his court cases and his job, not many have really looked at what's going on when no one's watching, what Johnny's life is really like when he's not in the spotlight. So, if you've ever wondered what the real Johnny Depp is like, stick with me, because by the end of this, you might think about him in a totally different way. Now, let's go back for a moment. Johnny Depp, the wild guy of Hollywood, the cool pirate character who seems to live somewhere between a movie and a dream. He's always been the mysterious type, right? But lately, parts of his private life have started to come out. And what we're finding out is, well, pretty interesting. After years of craziness, the public trials, the gossip, the nonstop social media talk, Johnny has taken a step back. He's not chasing after fame anymore. He's creating a new kind of life, one that's quieter, more normal. People who know him say he's spending most of his time at his homes, including the huge French village he owns. Yeah, you heard that right. A whole village. Can you even imagine that? It's the perfect hiding place. No photographers, no flashing cameras, just peace, music, and a few close friends. People close to him say he spends hours painting, playing his guitar, and just making art. He's found comfort in art, something pure, something that's his. It's like he's finally breathing easy again after holding it in for years. And if we're being honest, can you blame him? After everything that's happened, who wouldn't want a break from all the craziness? But here's where things get deeper. After that long, painful court battle with Amber Heard, Johnny went through more than just a career problem. He went through a personal one, too. It wasn't just about what people thought of him. It was about his peace of mind, his ability to trust, his belief in people. Those who know him say that after everything calmed down, Johnny's world got smaller, but also got better. There's something powerful about that, isn't there? Losing a lot, but keeping what really matters. He started cutting away the noise, the fake friends, the endless drama. Instead, he focused on what he could control. His art, his music, his healing. And his art became more than just a hobby. It turned into therapy. He's painted pictures of the people who've meant the most to him. Legends like Keith Richards and Elizabeth Taylor, each brush stroke tells part of his story. It's like he's been writing his life story, but instead of words, he's using colors. You can actually see the feelings in his work. It's not perfect. It's raw. It's messy. And that's exactly what makes it beautiful. Just like him. But if you think Johnny's just sitting in some quiet French countryside, hiding away, think again. He's not disappearing. He's remaking himself. He's still performing, still creating, still connecting just the way he wants to. Now with his band, the Hollywood Vampires, he's been touring around Europe. And fans who've seen him say it feels different now. More real, more personal. One fan said meeting him was like talking to an old friend who just happens to be Johnny Depp. And that makes perfect sense. He's stripped away the layers of being a celebrity and just gone back to being himself. A man who loves music, storytelling, and connection. And honestly, that might be the most Johnny Depp thing ever. Now, here's something most people don't know. What's happening in Johnny's life right now isn't just random. It's not some midlife crisis or a celebrity hiding away until things quiet down. It's actually something way more on purpose. What we're seeing, everything he's doing now has a reason behind it. There's no rush, no chase, just movement at his own speed. And that's rare in the entertainment world. Usually after a controversy, celebrities rush to fix their image. They go on talk shows, do apology tours, flood social media with carefully written statements. But Johnny's doing the opposite. He's staying quiet, keeping things low-key, and letting his actions speak. It's like he's saying, if people want to understand me, they'll see it in my work, not in my words. And you know what? It's working. His fans can feel the difference. His art, his performances, even his interviews now, they all feel more solid. There's a gentleness to him that wasn't as easy to see before. He's not performing for approval anymore. He's simply being himself. People who've worked with him say there's been a change in his energy. He used to carry the weight of fame like armor. Always on guard. Always careful about what to say or how to act. But lately, he's more relaxed, more easy to talk to. He stopped trying to be understood by everyone. And that's exactly why people are starting to understand him better. What's really interesting is that his team hasn't been pushing for a massive comeback. There's no grand rebranding campaign or movie deal lined up to save his career. Instead, Johnny's been rebuilding from the ground up. One project, one painting, one song at a time. He's found comfort in smaller creative communities. People who care about art for the sake of art. Musicians, painters, writers, people who value being real over being flashy. Those are the kinds of people he's surrounding himself with now. No managers, no Hollywood handlers trying to shape his image, just real friends and collaborators. Insiders say he's also been quietly mentoring younger artists, sharing his experiences, warning them about the traps of fame, encouraging them to stay true to themselves. It's almost like he's taking everything he's learned, the good, the bad, and the painful, and turning it into advice for others. That's a side of Johnny most people never see. He's also become very protective of his privacy, but not in a cold or distant way. He just values peace now more than anything. That's why his time in France has been so important. It's given him space to breathe, to think, and to create without constant judgment. His days, they're simple. Music in the morning, painting in the afternoon, maybe a small dinner with close friends in the evening. It's a slower rhythm, one that keeps him grounded. Those who visit him say he looks healthier and calmer. There's a quiet confidence about him. He's not chasing validation anymore. He's not waiting for Hollywood to welcome him back. He's already building something new on his own terms. And behind the scenes, it's paying off. His art shows have gotten attention not just from fans, but from serious art collectors who are starting to see depth. His paintings often sell out within hours. Each one is deeply personal. Pictures of people he admires or moments from his life captured in color and emotion. It's raw, vulnerable, and it shows a depth that goes far beyond the characters he plays on screen. Then there's the music. Touring with the Hollywood Vampires has reignited his love for performance, but in a different way than acting. Music lets him connect directly with people. No scripts, no filters. Fans describe his concerts as emotional and real, almost like therapy sessions set to rock music. They say you can feel his gratitude, his relief, his joy in simply being able to create again. And that's the heart of this entire rebuild. It's not about getting fame back. It's about getting himself back. Johnny's been in the public eye for so long that people forgot he's human. But through this slower, more thoughtful phase of his life, he's reminding everyone, and maybe even reminding himself, that he's more than his headlines. He's also learning to separate Johnny, the person, from Johnny, the persona. The Hollywood icon is still there, of course, but now it's balanced by something more real. When he paints or performs, it's not about the audience's reaction. It's about expression, healing, connection. Entertainment experts say this kind of approach, rebuilding through being real, could change how celebrities bounce back in the future. Instead of crisis PR and fake apologies, Johnny's proving that sometimes silence, honesty, and time are more powerful than any public statement. It's almost poetic, really. The man once known for playing weird, misunderstood characters is now living out his most honest role yet, himself, and it's connecting. Social media, which once was filled with arguments and debates about him, now has fan pages celebrating his art, his kindness, his creativity. There's been a noticeable shift in how people talk about him. The tone is softer, more respectful. Fans aren't just defending him, they're connecting with him. It's also sparked something deeper. Conversations about how fame can twist identity and how easy it is for the public to forget the person behind the image. Johnny's story has become a reminder that redemption doesn't always need to be loud. Sometimes it's quiet. Sometimes it's just about showing up every day and doing what you love until the noise fades away. And for Johnny, that's exactly what's happening. The noise is fading. The chaos has dimmed. What's left is the man, the artist, and the quiet satisfaction of knowing he's finally living life on his own terms. He's rebuilding his reputation, not with press tours or headlines, but with being real, with realness, with time. He's proving that when you strip everything else away, the fame, the gossip, the glamour, what matters most is who you are when no one's watching. And that's the part of Johnny Depp's story that feels the most powerful. Because after decades of playing other people, he's finally just playing himself. And that might be his greatest role yet. Hollywood insiders say Johnny has learned the power of staying silent until you have something worth saying. He's realized that not every rumor deserves a response. Not every headline needs defending. And sometimes silence speaks louder than any press conference ever could. After years of being picked apart by the media, he's figured out that the truth doesn't need to shout. It just needs time, and it's working. Slowly but surely, people are starting to see past the noise. They're beginning to notice the real person behind the lies and the rumors. He's not forcing anyone to believe him. He's not begging for understanding. He's simply living honestly. And that quiet confidence is earning him back the respect he once lost. There's something powerful about that kind of calm strength. Choosing dignity over drama, peace over publicity. Fans are beginning to realize that Johnny doesn't need to prove anything anymore. His actions, his art, his behavior. They're saying it all. It's not about redemption through spectacle. It's about being real through patience. And the world slowly but surely is seeing the man behind the myth. Someone flawed, strong, and more human than ever before. And there's one thing that really caught fans by surprise. A European journalist recently said that Johnny has been filming a secret documentary about his life after the trial. Yeah, a personal documentary, not a studio production, not a PR move, just him telling his story his way. Apparently, it's got never-before-seen footage from his private island, his art studio, and even letters and recordings from his closest friends. It's like a personal window into who he's become. Not the actor, not the icon, but the person. And that's not all. There are whispers that he's planning to sit down for a major interview. One that might be his most personal yet. If that's true, it could change everything. Because love him or not, Johnny Depp's story is one people never stop talking about. Think about it. He's been one of Hollywood's most loved and most misunderstood figures for decades. Every time people think they figure him out, he surprises them. And maybe that's what makes him so magnetic. He's flawed. He's fragile. He's human. And that's why people care. Now, I've got to say, this side of Johnny, the one who's choosing art over fame, quiet over chaos, it feels like the one he was always meant to be. The rebel has finally found peace, even if it's not in the way anyone expected. But what do you think? Is Johnny Depp finally finding happiness? Or is he just escaping the noise, trying to disappear from the world that once loved him? It's a question worth asking because maybe at the end of the day, we all crave what Johnny's found. Peace, purpose, and a little bit of freedom from everyone else's expectations. And speaking of unexpected stories, there's another Hollywood legend whose private life has just been exposed too. And trust me, it's a wild one. You won't want to miss that. So, stick around and check out our next video right after this. If you like this deep dive into Johnny's private world, go ahead and hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a new story when it drops. Because in Hollywood, no secret stays hidden for long. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, stay curious,